now I would like to share with you some knowledge and experience about the containers you use for your dot art. When I was watching some videos, and I could see like artists use different types of containers, and quite often you can see they use this top of the paint container, which becomes very messy, and then when you try to seal your paint again, then it's stuck, and especially when it's dry. Some artists advise to use plastic cups, different size, and I tried to use, and I found it's not so convenient. You can use small one, like I used before, very small one, but again it takes a lot of paint, and then you just wasted these cups that could be used for some other project. The foam cups, they light and they're not stable. So even for pouring art, I hardly use the foam cup because, you see, they easy fell, and I don't like them. And they're cheap one, but I don't like them. I usually use for pouring art or mixing the paint, like it's a little bit dirty because I use as a stand. And I use like clear one because I can see the flow of the paint, and I can see actually the mix of the paint, so that's, I prefer the clear one. Also I saw some in some videos, like artists advised to use this little containers, plastic one, and then you can fill with the paint, and then you can use like to make your dots. The problem with this one, they're good in some way, but again it's the same opening, the size of the opening is the same, and you cannot have different size of dots. So anyway, if you want to have different size of dots and use your instruments, you have to open, and it's not easy to dip the instrument inside. It will be dirty very easily, I use these containers to keep some extra paint leftovers, and then I use again. So in some way, you see, it's like leftover after my previous painting, and then it's good. And it's not cheap. This material is not cheap. So I'm not gonna clean it again because you will waste more time, water, and energy and soap cleaning this one. So I usually throw it away if I use it, like if the paint is over, and it's not cheap, honestly speaking. So what else you can use? You have some advisors to use like yogurt or yogurt jars, or this one from jam. It's just like, there was some jam in this small one. It's good also to storage some extra paint, leftovers, and they're easy to wash, easy to clean, which is not bad. But again, they're still big. The size is big, and if you want to mix a couple, like if you want to get a different shade of or different tone of your colors, then you can use this big one. And how about this box? Yeah, you can use something like it's good for, I never throw it away like this small because it's useful for something, and then you can throw it when you don't need it. But in one movie I found like the artist advised to use this palettes, and I found it's amazing. I used it before for my regular art, big one, but this small one, like you can get 5 for couple dollars, so this is cheap. And also I found it's easy to clean, and it's easy to make different shades, different like type of color you can get and create, let's say 3D effects. So you put here one paint, then you put this paint a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. Then you can add white color and different proportion, and then you will have a whole range of, like, you know, like not the same color, but the fading color, for example, like very similar colors, and then you can use to create 3D effect. But 3D effect you can create not just with the change of the color, but also with the change of the size of your dots, and we will talk about that later. So this one is really, really useful, and I found it's perfect for dot art because you don't waste too much paint. You can mix any paint you want in any proportion. It's easy to clean, and if you use more paint, for example, like in these jars, or if you use like plastic one, you waste a lot of paint. Here you add as much paint as you need, and it's not getting dry because you use it, and then you add more and more. In this one, if you add some paint and then it takes time, then in 1 hour or 2 it's getting dry and dry and dry, so you just throw it away. You cannot even like save it. Like, that's the difference. So I really advise I really advise to use this palette because it's much more easy and convenient and beautiful tool, I would say, to mix your paint in different proportion and do not waste your precious paints.